Hey, it's day 76, and I'm gonna talk about the concept of fame for the third time. Let's move right into it. If you ever heard about the term psychological warfare of celebrities, idol, of being viral on social media, and and of marketing, then you should probably know the impact of fame. It's everywhere on the world, and it affects billions of people decision making process, and lots of people time, energy, and work. Its importance cannot be underestimated. The definitions of fame is that is a state of being widely known, widely recognized by a large number of people. Fame can also be applied to events, actions, to animals, and of course, it applies to people. Most of the fame that I'm going to talk about in this video is gonna be related to people or a group of people, like company, because it's more relevant to us, and we could take better use of fame in that way anyway. So I'm gonna nah. Fame consists of three main concepts that I think that everyone should know about. The first one is media. The second one is influence. And the third one is the cost of having fame. Let's move on. Okay, let's look at the first one, media. Media, of course, fame, either small or big, need to have a media to spread to lots of people, to many people. A few examples of media can be newspaper, social media, internet, to gossip through chatting directly with people, and so on. Media is a really important concept of fame, and it's basically the reason why the entire divisions of marketing exist in business, is to make something more recognizable by the public, is also to it also dictates if something is gonna be popular, if how fast is it gonna be popular. Yeah. And in which way do it really want to be popular? That's the concept of media. The impact of this concept is that YouTubers, social medias like Instagram, TikToker, and various companies and industry business got to have knowledge about media, to know about how to make something viral or famous, to be able to have fame in the operation. That's how impactful this concept is. Secondly, the next concept the next concept is influence. This is the most important one in fame. This dictates, like, influence, right? This dictates how much we could change somebody decisions, their actions, and their emotion towards us or something when something is famous. This is the key for monetization for this is the key value for fame, because it sets social hierarchies, it sets status, it grants the person who's famous a feeling of like being popular, being proud of themselves, or maybe of confidence. Influence is the absolute necessity of great leader and of great leader of companies or of nations. That's how important it is. It is also must is furthermore, it also dictates, no, it's also used in lots of strategy in business or in warfare, political too. If I want to get into the nitty gritty of influence, then it's gonna take really long. So I'm just gonna set one solid example of the influence concept. Let's say if a person A is famous and being admired by lots of people, then they can advertise a certain kind of product, and the people who admired the person A will more likely to purchase the products that the person A advertise rather than other products that other people or companies advertised. This grants a person A massive power and influence and massive value, because they can deliver value to other people, but they can also take advantage of their influence to benefit, take advantage of their influence based on other people admiration, based on the public profile that they have. I kind of fumbled on that, but yeah. Also, additionally, influence can last for a short period of time, or it can be centuries of legacy, such as Isaac Newton, Isaac Newton in physics and math fields. He's been widely famous for centuries. Or maybe the current Elon Musk, the first trillionaire in the world. And lastly, the third concept, the cost of fame. Fame comes with a lot of downsides, especially if it is associated with a person, and it would be even more devastating if a person is notoriously famous, is infamous for something instead of the good side of famous. Being famous means that people will gossip about you, and some people will definitely envy about you, and based on our famous, that enviness can be deadly. Our privacy life is gonna be hard. We wouldn't really, if you look at lots of celebrities, then they basically don't have privacy. They gotta cover over the face when they go to the public just to avoid being swarmed by lots of people. And if we are notorious, or if a company, a business is notorious, a product is notorious, then it's, how do I say that? It would just be the business would just be destroyed. The person who's infamous might be harmed or suffer from lots of negative actions from other people. So yeah, that's basically three concepts: media, influence, and the cost of having fame. So what? Ultimately, fame is a thing. Fame is a really important factor if we ever want to do anything in our life. And based on the information that I've talked about, fame is also an important factor if you want to make a decisions about something, if you want to lead a certain kind of lead companies, lead a group of people, or we want to buy something or decide our goals, we should be aware of the effects and the impact of fame on our mind, on other people's mind, and also on the value, the effect, the political and social aspects that fame influenced. That's it. I mean, being I kind of be too serious in this video, but yeah, knowing about fame does help me a lot. It helps me reduce redundant goals that I set for myself, and it helps me lets me affected by fake news, by information that can affect my decisions and help me become less biased in my daily life. That's it for day 76. See ya in day 77. This video is too long, 12 minutes.